Morning Manna time again. Laura here. If you have been persevering with me through this study in Psalm 23, we are on the day 5 edition. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Your rod, the Hebrew word there is shebet, and it was a stick used for ruling like a king, for correcting, like disciplining, and for fighting off your enemy. Your rod and your staff, the Hebrew word there is mesheneth, and that is a rod designed to sustain or to support, like a crutch or a cane. They, the rod and the staff, comfort me. The Hebrew word there is naham, and it means to console, to ease, to cause to sigh in relief. He is fighting our battles on our behalf, and He is there to sustain and support whenever, wherever, whatever we find ourselves in the midst of. Now, I do have a little aside here. Sometimes the rod is used to correct us, to get us back on the path of righteousness, not through physically beating us, but through allowing us to experience the consequences of our attitudes and our actions. He is a loving shepherd, and He wants to teach us that disobedience results in pain in our lives. His comfort, therefore, is both nurturing, mesheneth, and correctional or educational, shebet. Moving on to verse 5. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. You prepare, the Hebrew word there is arak, and it means to set in order, to organize, to prepare for battle, a table before me, in front of me, in the presence of my enemies. Wait, what? God actually sets things in motion so that I have to fight an enemy? Yes, He does. Because He's mean? Because He's uncaring? Because He's callous? Absolutely not. Let's keep reading. You anoint, the Hebrew word there is dashen, which means to make fat or to fully provision. You anoint my head with oil. The Hebrew word shemem literally means olive oil. Olive oil had the significance of richness or to be provisioned to overflowing. It means to fuel for light so that I can see clearly, and it was also used as a healing salve. The portion goes on to say, my cup overflows. The Hebrew is revayah, which means to spill over in abundance. He allows us to fight our adversary, to be in battle with an adversary, to equip, to heal, to strengthen us for a better and more effective future. I keep using these words, better and effective, but let's grab a hold of this truth as we face whatever our personal enemies are, and let's stay at the table. Stay at the table while God defeats our enemies through us. Now, there is, again, nothing trite in my heart about what I am saying. Suffering as we battle hardships, as we face enemies, is very real. It is very painful. It is often very scary. But remember that your pain is not wasted. Even, honestly, especially in the tough times, God is forging in us a strong inner constitution that relies and rests on Him because we know from experience His faithfulness at that table with enemies all around. He's anointing our heads, beloved. Our cups are going to overflow. I'm going to see you tomorrow as we finish out with Psalm 23. And if you hang in there, I have a little treat to share with you at the end of tomorrow's edition. Bye.